Our high school girls, for instance, who are working in algebra, we follow the same requirements for Jefferson County Schools, algebra, geometry, algebra 2. Our high school girls have been able to meet a lot of the standards required to finish up the algebra 1, for instance, requirement, and have used Study Island to get to where they need to be in order to move on into geometry. And one thing I didn't mention is within one of our classrooms, there are 8 to 10 students. Some are 6th graders, some are 10th graders. We have a mixed classroom. We don't divide our school, but our high school girls have really been able to take off. I know a couple of girls were interested in calculus. And when we have a student coming in, some of them are very prepared in math. So they are very happy and feel confident that Ms. Katani can meet the needs of a student who needs a credit in calculus or algebra 2. Even though that student is in a classroom with middle school students, that student can individualize her own program. And I always tell them, don't be afraid that you're not going to meet your credit requirements while you're here. When you go back to your high school, Study Island will help you to be prepared so you can go back to that high school classroom and fit right in and have all the confidence in the world that you're going to do fine. And this program has really helped in that way. Everything in Study Island is tied directly to Kentucky Core Content Standards. And I really perked up at that, and I thought, here's a way that we could fill in those gaps and also meet our state standards for math. And our girls, even though they're 6th grade through 12th grade, many of them are functioning on a 2nd grade math level, even preschool math. Believe it or not, we have girls 14, 15 years old who can barely add. I've come in to observe the classroom, and at times the girls are still using their fingers, they're using sticks and to count. And I thought, this is what we need. We need Study Island. It's an individualized program. Our teachers can immediately access all of our reports, and we get a weekly report from Study Island that goes throughout our faculty on our email, so teachers can access those reports. And as you know, there's a total tie-in between math and science. So the teachers use those reports. And also, we are able to match the pre-tests. Our students take a pre-test when they enroll at Maryhurst. And we take those results and look at 4 months later to see how they've done. And we compare those with our Study Island results. So Study Island is one more piece of data that we can use to track student progress. We have open response questions. We do follow our core Kentucky content. And when our scores come back, for instance, this month, 40% of our students achieved a proficient level in math, and the other 40% achieved distinguished. We had 0 novices in one area of algebra, high-level math, even for our low-performing students. So it has, to me, it has been the solution of something I've been really concerned about for many years. How do we bring those girls up to where they need to be? So I appreciate Study Island and all that it's done for us. We're going into our 2nd year now using Study Island, and the girls immediately loved it because it was instant. When they were able to achieve a certain level in math, they were rewarded with little blue ribbons. They could then play a game on Study Island. All the incentives were built in for the girls to really enjoy it, and they really, really wanted to achieve. The possibilities are endless for us with Study Island.